Hey, so what's going on everyone, and welcome back to another video. And in this video that I want to go over is a video going on to Avengers Endgame, going on to some kind of stuff, basically going into some spoilers. So if you don't want to kind of get spoiled for anything potentially, you can kind of like click off with the video. And I would recommend, if you don't want to know anything about going on to something that could be spoilery. Now with all of that being said, let's actually get into the video. Now this video is going to be going on to some kind of like an interview that Kevin Feige went on and done. I'm pretty sure it was Kevin Feige anyway. Now basically Captain Marvel are doing their press tour, maybe, I'm not too sure, but I think someone from Screen Rant went on and done an interview with him, and basically he went on and asked, how did you make Captain Marvel more grounded and more vulnerable? Now he has a quote that is going on to Avengers Endgame because it's kind of relating to that, so I'll read it out in a second. But overall, before we kind of get into it, overall, for any character being invulnerable, I never really believed this. I don't think anyone should have ever believed this. Now going on to some characters I believe are going to die off. Number 1 is going to be Captain America, Steve Rogers. Number 2 is going to be Iron Man, and it's going to be kind of Tony Stark. Now before I get into it, I want to read out the quote, and it's going to be kind of going into more detail about this. So starting off the quote, it says, I think as with some of the other characters you've went on and mentioned, there are no Marvel characters, that are invulnerable or are immortal. They can all be killed at some point, as Loki says to Thor in Avengers 1, so we may see that at some point. Now, honestly, with all of this, I think it's going to be a really interesting quote. Now, obviously, going on to it, I do believe a character or two is going to die off in this movie. I 100% kind of believe this. Now, number 1, it's obviously going to be Captain America because, the whole kind of like Stark Gauntlet, I think 100% that is going to go on and happen. And, whole Soul Stone kind of territory, a character has to kill someone off in order to be able to use like the whole Soul Stone. Now, for Iron Man's case, which is going to be Stark Gauntlet kind of like material, it is going to be Steve Rogers. Now, I've said this for ages, 100% I've said this, and Captain America could wield it, but I don't really believe he would be as likely because, Iron Man basically kind of connected to Thanos, like he's basically the one who went on and kind of started off the whole MCU in general. Now, I obviously hope Captain America doesn't die and everything. He's not my favorite, I'll admit. He's never been my favorite. I have never really liked Captain America way too much. I prefer like other characters. I prefer like Thor, I prefer Iron Man, I prefer kind of a load of other characters compared to basically Captain America. Basically I'm trying to get across, I've never really liked Captain America. Some characters that I think are going to be kind of, okay, they're not going to go on and kind of die off in this movie. Number 1, it's going to be Black Widow because, she's going to be having a movie. Now, I'm not too sure if this is going to be set in the past, set in the future, or present. It's probably going to be set in the past or either a tiny bit after Avengers Endgame. Now, you have Spider-Man, he's not going to die off, obviously. Marvel and kind of like Sony are going on, they have this like kind of deal. Now, I believe it is up after Far From Home, but they're going to sign it again, honestly, come on. Sony are getting a load of movie for this deal, and like Spider-Man MCU is probably one of the best characters, not gonna lie about it. Now another character, which is going to be Doctor Strange, and he's going to be going on and doing like a second movie. Now I don't know the release date or anything, I just kind of it's going to be working. I'm pretty sure it is confirmed at this stage. Now another character that is going to be 100% coming back, there's no way he's not going to be coming back, it is going to be Black Panther. Now this movie I'm pretty sure had the biggest opening for like any solo movie ever, more likely, for like superhero wise, 100% the biggest opening. I don't know any movie that has compared to it. Now I don't know the exact numbers, I believe it is around 1.2 billion, I'm not too sure. From what I remember, it's still doing really good, it is still technically like one of the biggest Marvel movies ever. It is probably like top 5 material. Now, me personally, I don't really like the movie, I didn't enjoy it way too much, I've only seen it once, but for some people, I can definitely 100% see why it's such a good movie. Now, some people compare it to Aquaman, which I guess you can kind of relate it. I don't really like comparing it because, different universes, different kind of like characters in total. Now going on to Hawkeye, or like Hawkeye and Ronan or whatever, now I do believe they're going to be okay because, what has Hawkeye ever done? Like, being honest, what has he ever done? It's just not going to help. Like, in this case, he's so irrelevant to the whole kind of story or the whole kind of like movie. Like, if you go up to someone, if you go up to a kid and you say, who is Hawkeye? They're not going to know who Hawkeye is compared to, Superman, Captain America, like, Batman, basically. He is not going to know who exactly Hawkeye is. Maybe even Black Widow is probably more popular. Now, you could go on, you could say Hulk, which is going to be 100% more popular again, just overall what I'm trying to get across here is, you know, Hawkeye is not a big character. He's not going to die off. Like, there's no way in my mind I can see him dying off. Now, you could go on, you could argue because he is so unpopular, he could die. Now, I don't believe that. I just don't really believe that. Now, going on to Nick Fury, going on to Maria Hill and everything, going on to those smaller characters, going on to as well Scarlet Witch, Vision. Now, honestly, for Scarlet Witch and Vision, I do believe they're going to be alive. I do believe they're going to be coming back. You know, Vision in such a weird way, he's not going to be the exact same, I don't think. Now, I do believe he's going to be coming back really kind of different. I do believe it's going to be either maybe like a different body, a different kind of, you know, mindset after being killed off. I'm pretty sure Samuel L. Jackson confirmed he's not going to be in Avengers Endgame. Now, you know, it doesn't really surprise me. He went on and said a quote, something like, he has no superpowers, so he's not going to be in the movie. Now, you know, I'll do a video maybe later, tomorrow, I'm not too sure. But going on to it, you know, it is not really like massive news. You know, it's going to be like the first Avengers movie, I think, where he's not going to be showing up in the movie. Now, it doesn't really surprise me. Like, it really doesn't surprise me. But, you know, I would have liked to see him show up in the movie, and it could be misdirection. Like, you know, it's gone on for trailers, it's gone on for other kind of things, so, you know, it could be misdirection. But if I had to take a guess, it is more likely not going to be misdirection. Now, you know, that has been pretty much it for the whole video. So, you know, I hope you went on to enjoy it at least somewhat. Obviously, you know, you can subscribe, leave a like and comment down below if you want to. Now, I might have a video, as I said, post maybe later on, maybe tomorrow, I'm not too sure yet. But either way, I will have a video post. So, you know, if you want to subscribe for that and kind of stay alert, I guess. But, you know, just hope you have a great day, and, goodbye.